Hello everybody, this is Jamro's Electronic Solutions. I'm here today. I just want to show you what happens when you receive a car with the owner is complaining about, the engine management light is on and the fan is running continuously, and then you come, you do your visual checks, and then you find what I have here. I have a temperature sensor disconnected, right? So I just want to demonstrate to you, how you can quickly diagnose this problem of a temperature sensor. This is an engine temperature sensor, as you can see it there. It's in a hidden place, but let me see. That's the gray plug that you see there. That's the temperature sensor at the back of the engine. This is the battery. This is a Ford Focus. It's a 1.6. Okay, and the temperature sensor is not connected, as you can see, and there is a problem. Okay, so I want to show you the trouble code for this, and then we discuss that. So I have plugged the diagnostic machine to see what the complaint is all about. It is giving me a P0118, which is coolant temperature sensor signal too high. Catch that, the signal is too high, right? So that means that the ECU is seeing 5 volts all the time. So when the sensor is disconnected, the ECU on the reference voltage, it sees 5 volts, because I'll explain why that is. So I'll check the wires and confirm that there is 5 volts on one of the pins. As you can see, I'm holding the plug in my hands, and we have got 2 wires. I think one is a white, one is a pink. Okay, I can't see which one is pin 1, which one is pin 2. I'll check on the diagram. But what I want to see, I'll check the pink wire first. Let me check the voltage on the pink wire. Where's my pins? Right, I'm on the pink wire, and I've got a ground. Let me see. The ground is not a good one. Let me find good ground here. Yeah, the ground is not good one. Let me go straight on the battery post. So the ignition key is on. I'm getting 0.006 volts. That's the pink wire. So I'll go to the white one. Let me change and go to the white wire. There is no space here. Forgive me if you can't see what I'm doing. There's no room. Right. I'm expecting to get 5 volts on one of these pins. Let's see. Let's see. It is a terror. Yeah. You can see I'm getting 4.9. Roughly it's 5 volts, right? So that's why the EC is complaining that, hey, the signal is high. If my contacts were good, I can tell you I can get 5 volts, 4.99, surely that's 5 volts. So, right. So what will happen is, I want to, so I've shown you 5 volts on the meter, okay? You saw the 5 volts. So I've turned the key off. I'm going to connect that that sensor, and then I'm staying on the 5-volt reference, the white wire. I'm not going to pull my pin out. Okay, I want to stay on that 5-volt wire, and then I'm going to connect the sensor. Now, with the sensor connected, I want us to now check the voltage again. So bear with me as I try and connect the sensor back onto the plug onto the sensor. Right. So right, you heard it clicking in there. So what, I'm not moving my so I'll go and turn the ignition key on. So I'll find ground here. Want you to check now and see. Look what we have. We now have, right, we have 3.4 volts. I've plugged the sensor in now. The voltage has dropped. Remember the resistors. Now we have a current path to ground. And remember, we have got those two resistors. Look what has happened to the sensor. 3.4 volts is what we have. This is a cold engine, right? So please learn this. It's important to notice that when you plug a temperature sensor, the voltage drops from 5 volts to whatever is engineered by the manufacturer. Now we have 3 volts. So I want to bring the scan tool and show you that at 3 volts what temperature this engine is, so that I can prove that this is a cold engine. Then I'll run the engine, and as the temperature is rising, I want you to watch this voltage as the temperature is rising. Okay? So now I've come to the diagnosing machine and I've selected 3 parameters: coolant, engine coolant temperature sensor, engine speed, and injection duration. The engine is not running, and because the engine is not running, and our sensor is showing 3.4 volts, 3.5 roughly. Okay, so that's cold. So what I'm going to do next, I want to run this engine, and let's see as I rev, or I'll just leave it to take over, and then we want to continue watching what is going on with the voltage and also with the scan tool. We want to do these together. Let me maybe put, I hope this, oh, right, can I set this one here? Or if it touches, then it causes, yeah, we can keep it there. So let me run the engine mode. So we want to continue watching. Look, don't forget that injector duration, please. It's 4.7 at the moment. I want you to see what happens as the engine warms up. Look at the temperature. We were 21, now we are 25. And look at our voltage as well on the meter. I need to find good ground. Bear with me there for the voltage. Bear with me there. Yep, one good ground. So as the engine warms up, our voltage should continue to drop, and I want you to fix your eyes on the on the voltage and on the temperature as well, because there is a correlation there. I keep on checking my ground, so when you see the voltage disappearing, I want to make sure that I've got good ground. So now we are almost 40. Look as well at the injection duration. Look what is going on now. You heard the temperature, sorry, the engine revs went down, and injection duration has changed from 4 point something to now 3.6. And our voltage as well is going down. Our temperature is going up. So as the temperature goes up, resistance is going down. As resistance is going down, more current starts to flow through the sensor, and then our voltage now starts to drop. Remember, you don't get voltage drop until the current starts to flow in a second. So I have someone revving the engine, and I want you to watch the temperature sensor. You see it will go up, but also watch the voltage. We are on 60 volts, now we are on 1.6 volts. Okay. So our engine is warming up and the voltage is dropping. This is normal, this is good. That's how your NTC temperature sensor works. This is not a PTC, it's an NTC. So the temperature is going. Keep going, Bob. Keep going, keep going. So, when you are given a scenario where a person is being asked and then you are given the temperature as 0.5 volts, the voltage of a temperature sensor is 0.5 volts, you know that that engine has reached operating temperature. Yeah, he's doing a good job. We're dropping the voltage and the temperature is rising. Not too high, Bob. Yeah, keep it like that. I don't know want to see pistons everywhere, you know. Normally, engine operating temperature for most of the engines, you know, from 80 thereabouts, so we're not far from that. I want you to check the injector duration as soon as he lets the pedal go and the engine is idling. You watch what will happen to that duration. Guys, use this method whenever you, now we are on 81, look at that, we are now 0.9 volts. You know, from 5 volts, now we are sitting at 0.9 volts. If we keep on going, I want to believe that we can reach oh, my computer is, bear with me there. Yep, back again. I will stop at 90. And see what it is. Right, we are now sitting at 0.7. I think I have proved to show that as the temperature goes up, resistance going down, voltage will drop across the two resistors of the temperature sensor. I will take you to a wiring diagram and maybe just a drawing and then maybe explain further, and then I'll finish at that. So you can see now that the injection duration it has dropped and it's continuing to go down. So I hope you are enjoying this, and I hope you are learning something from, you know, the way you diagnose a temperature sensor. And if it's a voltage low, normally it's because it is now shorted to ground. But if it says voltage high, like this one was P0118, voltage high, coolant temperature, engine coolant temperature sensor voltage high, then you know you have an open. It's either the sensor is disconnected or one of the wires is broken. Okay, take it from, listen to this one. It's either the sensor is disconnected or one of the wires is broken. So 98 degrees Celsius, we're sitting at 0.4, like our 0.6. This is what I was telling you, that we can go down to 0.5 easy. Okay, so I hope you're enjoying this. Let me just take you to a wiring diagram, and then I'll explain a few things, and then I'll close this video. I'm back again with our code here, P0118. I just want to clear it now that we have the sensor connected. I want to erase the code. It says error memory in system cleared. If we return we have now 0 codes. I can confirm that if you want by going in there, and so that's where we are. Okay, right, so to finish off the video, I've got this is my temperature sensor. These are the 2 wires, so pin 1, pin 2, one of the ground was pink and our 5-volt reference was white. So what we saw when this sensor was disconnected, we had 5 volts here. Okay, we had 5 volts here. So you will find that the ECU immediately when this is disconnected, it records within the ECU. There's a system in the ECU. There's a voltmeter that is in the ECU, okay, that will record 5 volts. So that's why it was giving us a P0118, right? This meaning that the voltage, sensor voltage, was high. So when you see this word high, okay, you equate that word high to open. Because whenever the sensor opens, it goes high. Okay, whenever you just see high, if you see where it says sensor voltage low, you know, expect to check this 5 reference and get 0 volts most of the times. Because what has happened, this 5-volt reference wire, this one here, it has shorted to ground. If this wire is shorted to ground, it will pull this 5-volt to 0 volts, and it will show internally that there is now 0 volts. So that's how a temperature sensor works, guys. I've demonstrated to you when it was cold, right, when it was disconnected. So disconnected, let's go through this. Disconnected, forgive me, disconnect.
T at the end of E. C-O-N-N-E-T.
C-O-N-N-E-T. Disconnected. Wow. My eyes, let me put my glasses here. Getting old, guys. Disconnected, 5 volts. Connected. Okay. Now I've got my glasses. Connected, 3.4 volts. Engine running. Engine run. What did we see? We started to see this 3.5 volts drop. Okay. There was voltage drop. There was voltage drop up to about 0.6 volts. At what? At 98 degrees Celsius. Why? Because now we had a path for current to flow. So remember, these 2 resistors are connected in series. Okay, they can only drop voltage if current can find its path to ground. I'm speaking slowly so that you can catch it. This is one sensor that you can just go on live data and know exactly what to do by just looking at the trouble code, okay, or by looking at the live data. If it just says 5 volt, right, when the key is on, then you know that you have got an open, or the sensor someone has forgotten to plug the sensor in. Especially after building an engine, it's easier done, you know. But the problem is that some of these coolant temperature sensors, they're in an awkward position. You'll have a job in your hands. So there you go, gentlemen and ladies as well. This is how you test a coolant temperature sensor. Let me then say, you can also test any other NTC sensor using the same method. Please, ladies and gentlemen, if this video has taught you something, if you have learned something from me today, can I kindly ask you to subscribe to my channel and also click that notification bell so that you do not miss any videos from Jamro's Electronics Solution. I hope you'll enjoy this. I've got my son, and he has got his YouTube channel. So I just want to promote the young man. He's my cameraman, but he's also, doing good stuff out there, showing people, good products that are online. So if you don't mind, please look at the description below. You see a link for his channel, and please support him as well. He's our cameraman. He needs our support. He's been doing a good job. He's the young fella who actually encouraged me to start Jamro's Electronic Solution. If it wasn't for him, let me tell you, gentlemen, we wouldn't have this channel. But there you go. So if you get a chance, just go and watch and see what the young fella is doing, and let's rally behind him and give him the likes and all the support. Thank you very much. Remember to subscribe.